Alright, welcome back to some more Baseball 9, and today I am finally back with the current team. With Kershaw retiring after the 2025 MLB season, I recently added him to the Legends team, which means now it's time to replace him here on the current team. And those shoes are going to be filled by Yamamoto. Coming off his first All-Star season, along with completely dominating the postseason and being a big part of the reason why the Dodgers won it all, as he won the World Series MVP award as well. Okay, I went ahead and customized Clayton Kershaw to now be Yamamoto. On top of that, I'm also going to be upgrading him to a Prime. And there you have it. And since he's known for having one of the nastiest splitters in the game, I figured there's no better player than to max out the splitter with and attempt to throw a perfect game with it in the hardest league, Royal 1. I've already gone ahead and added the splitter to his arsenal and maxed it out at 234. And then when you take in consideration all of his other upgrades, it is now at 257. We're on the road at the Super Sky Dome, taking on the Bumblebees. And this is my first time ever facing off against a 150 overall pitcher. And we got Shohei Ohtani leading this thing off. We get a fastball, and sadly it's going to be a fly out to start. And now that brings up Ronald Acuna Jr. in the 2 spot. Another fastball, and sadly it's another fly out. 2 quick outs, and now that'll bring up Aaron Judge in the 3 spot. On that fastball, and another fly out. We got Prime Yamamoto making his debut with a maxed out splitter. Can he throw a perfect game with it in the hardest league, Royal 1? 1-2 count here to start. Low and away, and we get him over top of it for his first strikeout. Another 1-2 count. We're gonna try high inside with it. He's underneath it, and we'll take strikeout number 2. He's laid on it, right to Harper, and there's a clean 1-2-3. Top of the second, we got Bryce Harper leading this inning off. Fastball, and we get our first hit. It's gonna be a leadoff double. Got a runner in scoring position. It's time to get the run we need. And now that brings up the big dumper in the 5 spot. We get the sinker. Sadly, we're a little bit late on it. Jams us, and there's one. And now I'll bring up Ellie now for the first time. We get a fastball. And sadly, it's going to be another fly out. And now with 2 outs, that brings up PCA. Are we going to choke our first opportunity to get on the board here? We're underneath the slider. And we do. Starting at the bottom of the second with an 0-2 count. We're going to try and get him low and in. Over top of it again. Back-to-back 0-2 counts. Low and away. He chases in the dirt. We're going for an immaculate inning here in the second. And of course he hits it, a line drive, but you know what? I'll take another clean inning. Top of the third, and we got Betts leading this inning off. First pitch swinging, hit the cutter hard, sadly straight to him at first. And now that brings up Gunnar Henderson in the 9 spot. On that fastball, and a sliding catch out there and right. Now with 2, that brings the top of the lineup back up with Ohtani. We're on the fastball. Shouldn't have thrown that down the line, and that'll be a 2-out double. We got life again here in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. I thought we homered for a second. Fastball down the middle, and it's another fly out. 1-2 count here to start the bottom of 3rd. We're going to try the high inside again. Underneath it once again. Get him to pop up. There's 2. Another 1-2 count. We're going to try high outside. Dot that corner. Not even close to it. We're cruising through 3. Top of the 4th, we got Judge leading this inning off. And he's got us fighting once again. Thought that was going to be a curve, and he gets us to chase for our first strikeout. And now that brings up Bryce Harper in the cleanup. We're on that fastball, and that's going to get down. A 1-out double. Our 3rd hit of the game, they all have been doubles. Can we finally string something together and get our first run in? And it brings up the big dumper once again with an RB opportunity. And a line out. If that could have gotten down, maybe it moves him to 3. Instead, we got 2 outs once again, and that brings up Ellie. We're on that fastball. It gets down, but sadly, it's not going to send him home. Runners on the corners now. And that brings up PCA for the 2nd time. He's eyeing Ellie. I'm about to steal right after that. There he goes. Strike. And he's in there. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now. A hit might score 2. Come on, PCA. We get a fastball, and it's going to be a flyout. On it right to Harper. That's fine. Keep the pitch count down. Facing our first full count of the day. We cannot lose him right here. Hits it hard. Thankfully, right to Harper. We worked it back to a 2-2 count. I don't want to go full back-to-back batters.
Strikeout.
Thank goodness. Top of the 5th, and we got Betts leading this thing off. We're on the fastball right in the middle, and we can't even get it out of the infield. Now that brings up Gunnar once again. Got ourselves a full count. At least I'm getting his pitch count up. Strategy is to get him out of the game as quick as possible. Come on. We get the cutter, and it gets down. A bad route. And another double here with 1 out. We got a man in scoring position for the 4th straight inning. And it brings the top lineup back with Ohtani. And we pop a fastball up in the infield.
Out. Save.
And now I got 2. It's all down to Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Fastball, and we fly out. Got him chasing. After seeing this guy's first 2 swings, I could throw it probably down the middle and he wouldn't hit it. But I don't want to test that. He don't even swing that time. 0-2 count for strikeout number 10 on the day in double digits.
Strikeout.
And we got him right there. Top of the 6th, and we got a Judge leading this inning off again. We get the fastball and another fly out. And now that brings up Bryce, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Can he make it 3 and give us life here in the top of the 6th? Nope. First pitch on the cutter. They make an error, but then they protect against it. And now that brings up Cal with 2. We get the fastball. And once again, another fly out. 6th pitch of that bat. Pulls it down the line. And Ellie makes the play. 0-2 count for strikeout number 11 and pizza.
Strikeout.
He chases. Everybody get hashtag pizza in the comments. 1-2 count. We've been in the dirt the last 2 pitches. He chased once. Time to mix it up.
Strikeout.
Knew I had him right there. Top of the 7th, we got Ellie lead this thing off. On that fastball, he didn't throw the curve, and I'm thankful for it. We'll take another leadoff double. That brings up PCA. You know what? We're going to bunt him over and try and set up a sac fly.
Out.
And we pop the bunt and almost got doubled up. I don't even know what else to do at this point. Now that brings up Betts. And it gets down! Betts finally comes through for us with an RBI double, and we're on the board 1-0 here in the 7th finally. It's about time. And now that brings up Gunnar Henderson. Back with the middle. Stringing together some hits. Runners on 1st and 3rd now. And that brings the top of the lineup back up with Ohtani and a sac fly opportunity. That's going to be deep enough. And it's going to get down. Another RBI double. This is our inning, 2-0. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, and that brings up Ronald Acuna Jr. now with the sac fly opportunity as well. He's getting fastball happy. They're going to catch it, but that's going to score the run, a sac fly. And they're in there, 3-0 game. And now with 2 outs, that brings up Judge. On the fastball, sadly it's going to be a fly out. 1-2 count. This guy can't seem to hit the low outside pitch, so why stop?
Strikeout.
Woo! Not where he wanted it, but thankfully it's a fly out.
Out.
I thought that was going to get over his head, but we're through 7. Top of the 8th, we got Bryce leading this inning off. First pitch swing on the sinker. We hit it hard, but sadly straight to the 3rd baseman. Now with 1 that brings up Cal.
Foul.
I think we just got cheesed by the 3rd base umpire right there. Instead, it's going to turn into a ground out. Now a 2 that brings up Ellie. 3-0 count. I'll take a 2-out walk with one of my fastest players. Or fastball. I knew it was coming. Green light. It don't matter. And that's his 2nd double of the game, his 3rd hit. We got a runner in scoring position again. And that brings up PCA with another RB opportunity. We're on the fastball, but sadly we're on top of it. Let's go back low and away.
Strike.
Knew it. Our 2nd full count of the game, 7th pitch of that bat. It's a battle. We can't lose him.
Strike.
He doesn't swing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 1-2 count. We're getting this guy in the dirt right here. I'm calling it.
Strikeout.
What did I say? Top of the 9th, we got Betts leading this inning off. And they finally go to the bullpen and bring in a 120 overall Diamond Gillespie. 30 overall difference in pitchers. And we chop the sinker. Honestly, a good pitch right there. Now it's one that brings up Gunner. We're on that fastball, but we hit it too hard, sadly. 2 quick outs, and that'll bring up the top of the lineup with Ohtani. 2-2 count, and we've been sticking with the power swing. I don't care. I'm going for the fences, trying to get our first home run of the day. And he throws a slider. All right. I took a risk, and it didn't work out. Bottom of the 9th, we are 3 outs away from Yamamoto throwing a perfect game in his debut with the maxed out splitter in the hardest league, Royal 1. He's finally in the orange at 90 pitches. Can he hold on? First pitch swinging, he hits it hard, but thankfully he rights at bets. 0-2 count, we're gonna go high in.
Strikeout.
Strikeout number 17, 1 out away. 0-2 count, we're going high in again to end it. He pops it up. Cal makes the catch, and that does it. We get the dub 3-0, complete the perfect game in Yamamoto's debut with a maxed out splitter in the hardest league, Royal 1. And of course, Yamamoto gets the MVP for his efforts. And there you guys have it. That's going to do it for this one. Let me know in the comments what pitch you'd like to see me do next. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.